Welcome to the Mastery Series. Let's get your life back. You are the author of your story, and from this moment on, you get to decide how the rest of your story is going to go. Your last chapter might have been filled with pain, doubt, and setbacks. But that doesn't define you because you're still writing your story. You see, most people suffer twice in their life. The first, at the time of the injury, and the second, every single day that they decide that the pain is going to dictate the way that they live. I'm here to say, you don't have to live there anymore. Welcome to Rock Bottom. This is episode 0. Episode 0, here we are, welcome to Rock Bottom. I am super hyped and you guys will find out why I am so hyped. But now that we've got the intro out the way, let me present to you my fastest drawing in the entire series. This, no joke, took me maybe 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Man's fast, man's efficient. In it. Okay, that was hard. It was hard to keep that one in. But anyway, let's talk about what I've drawn here. Okay, so as you can see, man's on his knees, pause, and man's down bad.
Man, we're like not even a minute into the video, we already have to pause.
Yeah. We're just setting the tone for the entire series, but yeah, man's down bad. And obviously, as you can see, man, he's not having a good time. Man's at the bottom. He is rock bottom. And for some of you guys might be here right now. I was definitely here. Matt was here as well. So this is a very common occurrence in life. That did not land. Anyway, so as you can see over here, right next to the man this seems like it's a hotel, a skyscraper, a villa, whatever it is. I want you guys to know is that this was built on something. This was built on concrete. We'll dive into it a bit later, but this looks like a good time. As you can see, there's a DJ over here. Shout out DJ Gav, 2 up. There's a pool over here. We want to get to here. So how are we going to get here? You'll find out. So I'm going to give this a quick rub. Pause. I'm gonna get rid of this, and then we're gonna talk about the objectives of the course, and then we'll dive in. I think of all of our intros, that was probably the most mad.
It was smooth.
You reckon?
Super smooth.
Alright, if you say so.
Without the pauses.
Yeah. That was the fastest pause of the entire series.
Bro.
That did not take long, eh?
Mm-mm.
Also, we need a new what's this called? A razor. It's that time, man. Alrighty. I'm gonna leave this one up here, just so you men know. Welcome. Rock bottom. I gotta change up the tunes, man. We gotta play some Drizzy.
Bro, I was vibing with this, I'm not gonna lie.
You wanna leave it?
Up to you.
Alright.
No. You ain't vibing with it, then we ain't vibing with it.
You know what the craziest thing is that whenever I'm working, whether I'm with clients or creating content or editing, or like if I'm working and I need to lock in, if I need to tap into the zone, Drizzy will get me there. I play a bit of Drizzy, and man's just tunnel vision. That's just how it is. So if you guys are working with me one-on-one, you guys already know that Drizzy's playing in the back. Cause if we want to help you, I gotta be locked in. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. That's a tip. So we are going to go through the focus and the objectives of this entire course. We got 4 to go through. The first one is that we want to get your life back, and we are going to build your character and create your identity. The second thing is we're going to spark that fire within. The fact that you're watching this video and you've signed up to this course already shows us, and it should show yourself, that you have the potential within you and that desire within you to reclaim the life that you want. and we're just going to amplify it. That's our job. Number 3 is we're going to be making a big shift in your life from victim to victor. And what that just means is you're going to have to take ownership and control of your life. A big reality that a lot of people need to come to accept is no one is going to come to save you, but you already have everything within you to start. That's a bar. Write that down, guys. No one is coming to save you, but you already have everything within you to start. And the final thing, and the most important objective of this entire course, the whole reason why we're making these videos, is healing, growing, and then evolving into the person you were always meant to become. That is the objective and the focus of the mastery course. How's that?
Good.
What's crazy is while I was typing this up, I managed to kind of spin in a lot of what we're about. So obviously, we got the Fire Within. This is the Fire Within merch. It's almost sold out. I think we have about 40 left. Once it's done, I think it's done. I don't know if I'm gonna bring it back. We gotta move on to the next chapter. Second thing, as you guys know, we're called Evolve Physio, so I gotta shout us out in the last one. And we're not just called Evolve Physio, we're called Evolve Physio and Mastery. So hence the course. Yeah, it's beautifully how it's all come together. I'm gonna wipe this out. I'm not gonna rub it down. Pause. I've already done some rubbing. Pause again. So we're gonna tap into our first concept. Loss can be one of the best gifts that you can receive, and that's a bar. Write that down, guys. Loss can be one of the best gifts that you ever receive, and it all just depends on your perspective around it. So we're gonna use this analogy where I want you to think that your dream life is like a TV channel, and every decision that you make can influence your ability to reach that dream life. So get to that TV channel. Sometimes when there's too many people around you, it influences your frequency to tap into that channel. But that's where loss comes in, because when you experience loss and you go through it and you're at rock bottom, naturally there isn't going to be a lot of people around you, and that's okay. This is the most beautiful thing about it, is because there's not many people around you, everyone else's frequency, distraction, is going to make your path to your dream life a lot more clearer. The reception is going to be much better for you to tap into that channel. But if there is so many people around you, their frequency is going to influence your frequency, and then you get less clarity towards your goal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit crazy. I'm getting a bit crazy because this all started when I first started making these videos, which is now I think about 12 weeks, 13 weeks ago. And I remember it was literally just me and Matt. We would come in on Saturday night and we would just come in, talk, work, film, and then we'll grab dinner and then we'll work some more. And my friends were asking me, hey, Shraz, you wanna come out to this event? You wanna come out to this event? And I remember saying, I'm like, you know what? There's something in me that I can't go to any event at this point in my life. For the next 3 months, I have to cut everyone out and I have to just focus on my work, my objective, and trying to focus on myself. And it is only now, 12 weeks later, that I understand why I had to shut everyone away, just so I can focus on becoming the best version of myself and creating this course. I had to remove everyone that wasn't aligning to my dream life and my goals and my objectives, because I was so scared and so worried at the time without realizing it that their influence was going to influence me and then my ability to get here. Crazy work, right? Crazy work. I was still thinking about it today. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it makes sense now. But at the time, it didn't make sense to me. And I couldn't explain to my friends like why I can't go to these events. All I was saying is like, all I was literally saying, and I quote, I can't explain it, but I have to be at work. I have to be at Evolve Physio. I have to be filming. I can't explain it, but that's it. Loss can be one of the greatest gifts you can ever receive, but it's all about your perspective. And you currently, with no one around you, have almost the express train to get to your dream life. And you know what? The mastery course is your ticket to get there. But I need you to realize that you are the driver. We are not the driver. We can give you all this information, but knowledge isn't power. Knowledge is potential power. And that's another bar. Write that down. Because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't apply it, you're going to be at the same spot, still at rock bottom. So you have to apply it. You guys are going to get all the information from us. We're going to give you everything for free, and it's up to you guys. Matt, anything you want to add?
No, that's good. You've made it clear.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell them all this stuff,
That's it.
but like you said, they're the driver.
That's it. Hey, you guys.
They're gonna steer that ship.
Yup. They got to take control, right?
That's it.
This is your life.
They're gonna steer that ship to Golandia.
Ooh, Golandia! I want you to think about the opposite. When there isn't loss. For a lot of people, nothing is going to change if nothing changes. And a lot of people will go through their life just being okay with being mediocre. And that's okay. That's more than okay. But with a lot of these guys, they are not miserable enough to change, but they're also not happy enough to feel alive. So their life is just stagnant, right? It's not bad enough for them to make an active change. It's not bad enough, but it's not good enough for them to feel alive and be happy and say that they are living their best life. So that's literally what you're up against. So sometimes when you are forced to change, it is a blessing in disguise, because the other comparison is, bro, you could just be trotting along your life, and for you it could be okay, because you don't know what's on the other side. I was trotting along this life where it's not bad enough for me to change, but it's not good enough for me to feel, say, I'm living my best life. At that time, I was in a happy and healthy relationship. I was playing sport, I was tricking, I was doing martial arts, I was training with Matt every single week, I was training with the boys every single week, I was working as a physio, and I was like, you know what? My life's good. It's not great, but it's good. And then there were events that happened in my life, which you guys will find out in episode 3, episode 4, where I was forced to change. And I feel like at that time, I had lost everything. I was at my rock bottom. And you guys will find out what that is, but that's not the objective for today. Now we can move on. Matt, you remember them days?
You literally took the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say I remember those days. Them phone calls.
Yeah, them phone calls are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
As sometime Dave said, teas on a pillow. Bro, I shed so many teas on a pillow. That's also a bar.
Tears in a pillow.
Mm-hmm. Teas on a pillow.
On a pillow.
Mm-hmm. I had to lower the music down a little bit. So our next component is, we don't want to just gas you up for the sake of gassing you up. You know what I'm saying? So we have to create a goal. And before we get into creating goals, we have to set the parameters around creating goals. So there are some rules, and there's going to be 4. The first one is, it can be as big or as small as you want. It's up to you. This is your goal. It's not my goal. It's not Matt's goal. It's your goal. So you can make it as big or as small as you want. The second goal is, there has to be emotional charge behind it. The goal has to be strong enough emotionally to pull you out of bed every morning. It has to be strong enough for you to make these changes. It has to get you into the gym. It has to change your diet. It has to make you want to become a better person. There has to be emotional charge behind it. It can't just be, I want to make $1 million. Okay, how? Wow, like that's it? It can't be, I want to go for a run. Or it can't be, I want to head to Ibiza. There has to be emotional charge behind it. The third one is, I don't want any negativity in your goal. None of that. No negativity. Your goal can't be, I don't want to feel any more pain. Your goal can't be, I don't want to sit on the bench for any more longer for the rest of the season. Your goal can't be, I don't want to land on my shoulder when I do a backflip. There has to be no negativity in your goal. And the second most important thing about the goal is that it has to be one goal. One goal, one objective, one focus, one purpose, one point of obsession, just one goal. Don't confuse yourself by trying to tap into multiple channels at once. Just focus on one, just one goal. I'm gonna wipe this down and we're gonna go through some example goals. We've given you a few examples of goals not to write, but here are some good example goals you can write. I've got 5, and as you guys can tell, 2 things. One, my handwriting is awful. And the second thing is, I thought I had way more room in the beginning, and then I'm like, oh wait, we're running out of room. So my handwriting font has just reduced in size and it gets smaller and smaller, but it is what it is. Yeah, the wind's a bit crazy still.
Bro, weather out here.
Crazy. Anyway, so the first one is, I'm going to run 5 kilometers comfortably by the end of the year. 5 kilometers, there is a measurable aspect within the goal, and then we also have a time aspect by the end of the year. So that's 2 things which is quite important when it comes to goal setting. Number 2, I'm going to land my first backflip within the next 12 weeks. So the first thing is very measurable. You can either backflip or you can't. And the second thing is that there's a time frame. And for those of you guys who are looking to start your backflip journey, make sure you guys hit up Matthew Wilcox, Coach Matt. I'm going to put his links in the bio. So if you guys have ever wanted to learn a backflip, he's that guy. He's him.
I'm right here.
He's right here. Number 3, I'm going to wake up every morning and stick to my rehab plan for 30 days. So the first thing, you either do it or you don't. And the second thing, 30 days. Number 4, I'm going to chase my little one. Pause, that's a bit of a mad goal. I'm going to chase my little one through the park 15 minutes without thinking twice about my knee. So the first thing is, it's quite measurable that you can play with your kid 15 minutes without any pain. And the second thing is, I forgot to write down a time frame. So we're gonna say within the next 3 months. And the final one, I'm going to spend 1 full day at the zoo, 10K steps, in the summer of 2026 with my family. Very, very, as you guys can see, there is 2 things that is reflected in every single goal. The first thing is that there is a measurable outcome. You either do it or you don't. And the second thing is that there is a component of time. So when you guys are writing down your goals, you have to incorporate those 2 things. I'm gonna wipe this down and I'm going to give you guys some bricks and some homework that you guys are going to then apply for the next week.
Wait, number 4.
The mad one.
Without thinking about my knee.
Yeah, there is a bit of negativity in there. Good pickup, good pickup, good pickup, good pickup. Let me adjust that.
Bravs, what the fuck are you doing?
So we're gonna reframe that goal. I am going to chase my little one through the park for 15 minutes and be present. That's it. Being present. What that just means is you're not thinking about your knee, you're not thinking about work, you're not thinking about other things. You're just focusing on 1, being present with your child, 2, playing with your child, and number 3, creating memories. A much, much better goal. Good pickup, Matt. Thank you.
Goals are very important. I have set some goals for myself this year and I have achieved some. Some I have not achieved. I've had some setbacks, but that's okay. We push through and we readjust.
That's all part of the process, isn't it?
That's exactly right. Just because I broke my ankle doesn't mean I stopped training. I train every day, I just change it up.
There is one video that explains what even is the process. But you guys are going to have to hold tight.
Hold on still.
I think it's episode 5. Shout out Matt. Matt went over to Alpha, got me a new marker. Hey, and when we make it, there's gonna be signs. New marker, new whiteboard, new eraser.
Alright, I was waiting for the eraser to come.
Anyway, so here is your 4 bricks that you're gonna take home and you're gonna start to apply. The first one is you can't heal what you don't acknowledge. And that's a bar. You can't heal what you don't acknowledge. So I need you to take the time to process what's happened, accept, and then make the decision to write the next chapter of your life. Your last chapter might have been filled with pain, struggle, adversity, obstacles, but that doesn't mean you have to carry those same obstacles, that pain, the struggle onto your next chapter. You're holding the pen, so you can do all the storytelling. It's up to you though. The second one is when you lose something, it's often replaced with bad habits. When you lose something, it's often replaced with bad habits. You can't replace something that you've lost with absence. You have to fill it with something new. The third thing is you have to be the one that's doing the shifting. It's your life. You have to be the one that's doing the shifting. And the last one is we're focusing on one goal, one destination, one objective, one target, one obsession. That's it, just one thing. So I can't wait to catch up with you in episode 1. This is Shraz the Physio, Coach Matt. We're out. Peace.
Peace.
Go.
I hit the road. Good to say, so these rays.
Is on display.
One for you.
Taken to the grave.
You don't play. You don't play. You don't play no game.
That was good. How are people like Kendrick fans?
21 and the boy.
That's what I'm saying. Top 2. Hey, one of the top 2 duos of all time.
Facts.
Hey, you know who else is the top 2 duo of all time? Me and you, baby. Dap it up.
Give me that boy.
Dap it up. Dap it up. Dap it up.
Hey, we basically are 21 and the boy, but
By facts. That's us still. All right.